Hey guys, thank you for joining. My name is Maitri. I am Chief Wellness Officer at Zesa Wellness. We are a corporate mindfulness program. So we go to corporations, organizations, and we teach mindfulness to their teams. Today, we're gonna do a live event on connection. We've been talking about connection in the month of January. And so as you may know, every Friday at around 12:30 Central, we have started doing live events. They're about 10 minutes and we kind of do some practice and provide some knowledge around different mindfulness topics. Feel free to follow us on social media for more info at Zesa Wellness. We are on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, all of the above. Today we're going to talk about connection. We're going to recap what we discussed last week, and then we're going to go into the benefits and the practice of connection. So let's start by doing a settling exercise. It's really just to kind of get us all on the same vibration. Let's just take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Lift your shoulders up. Rotate them back. Just kind of like shake off all that stress from today. Yeah, just shake it off. Happy Friday. So let's recap a little bit about what we discussed last week. Last week we discussed connection. So what is connection? Connection is really a relationship where we're linked or associated with something else or someone else. So it can be a connection with a family member, a friend, someone within the community, possibly your pet even maybe, or it can be a connection to something like your job or your home. So that's kind of like the definition of connection, be linked to something outside of ourselves. And there's different aspects of connection that we discussed last week that I'll just recap quickly. Trust is a big factor to connection. We have to have trust in order to feel connected. And trust is, developed through humility, which is knowing that you're a part of something bigger. And then vulnerability is a second piece. It's really taking who we are on the inside, who we see ourselves as, and projecting it to the external world and ensuring that they see our authentic selves. And the third piece of trust is generosity. And generosity is a give and take. We discussed a lot about gratitude last year. It's a give or take of where, I'm giving you something, but I'm getting something in return. And it could be a very beneficial relationship or some involvement in a church or community organization. But we are social animals at the end of the day. We want to be connected. It's important to be connected. And so let's talk a little bit about the benefits of connection. What are the benefits of connection outside of like the social side? Well, I think mindfulness in general has, it really changes the brain. It affects the brain and it gives us more cognitive flexibility. So cognitive flexibility is decision-making power. So mindfulness does create kind of neurons, and it makes neurons fire in a way in our brain that helps us clearly make decisions. So it does have that ability. And, as you may know, it does provide relief from anxiety and depression and loneliness, something that many of us are feeling right now. But then it also increases empathy and it increases our immune system and helps our bodies just feel a little bit more refreshed. There's been some scientific studies out there that show that mindfulness affects the parts of the brain that have to do with that connection that we're talking about, but then also it helps regulate emotions and then increases a sense of self-esteem, self-respect. And at the end of the day, it connects the right hemisphere and the left hemispheres of the brain. So really now, how often do we connect with ourselves? How often do you connect with yourselves? How often do you take a moment of your time to kind of just sit in the silence of your thoughts or, the silence of the music or whatever you have going on? We're going to practice a little connection right now, and then I'll leave you guys at that. Let's just do a quick countdown from 15. I'm going to lead. And remember that it's not about stopping your thoughts, it's about paying attention to them. So your mind may wander away from my voice. It may wander away from the numbers. So as I count down, you may be picturing numbers in your head, like 15, 14, and actually physically visualizing those numbers. You may your mind may wander away from those numbers as well. And that's okay. That's what our brains do. It may go into a spiral on some topic or what to cook for dinner. But just kind of when you're aware of it, and there will be a moment when you become aware that your mind's wandering, just kind of bring it back to my voice. Bring it back to your breath, in the in and out of your breath. And or, if you don't want to bring it back to that, then just be aware of what you're thinking. Be aware of what your thought pattern is. That's also something that is beneficial to understand, how our mind is working. Okay, so I'm going to start. I'm going to count down from 20 and enjoy. Just take a deep breath in and exhale out. And I'll count down now. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back. How do you feel? How's your body feel? How's your mind feel? Just take a deep breath here. Exhale out. So, the countdown methodology is just one micro practice that you can take with you anywhere you are, whether it's work, out in the community, at home when the kids are running around, and just find a corner and breathe, count down from 20, count down from 15 or 10. And I've just found it to be extremely beneficial, as I'm going about my day and I need minor moments. I need like little, micro moments to practice. And I always feel connected to myself when I'm done with that. I feel a little bit more clear, a little bit lighter. So that is one practice. We have other practices that we kind of talk about when we do mindfulness, but we'll go through those every Friday, so feel free to kind of join us Friday at 12:30. We're on for about 10 minutes, and we just kind of do micro practices like that. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. We have various different mindfulness activities and suggestions and just thoughts that are posted on a day-to-day basis. I hope this was beneficial. Have a great weekend. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Corey and Jessme. Appreciate you guys being here. Have a great weekend. Bye.